I try not to act, you know.
Give me a shirt and a coat from one of those dead guys right away. Quickly!
I think the most important thing in acting is to not act, you know. I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because now, I will snatch every motherfucking birthday.
In Sheep Impact, Stephen has no choice but to act. Or his version of it anyway.
Steven Seagal. You know, a lot of actors pretend to be tough guys.
Don't panic though. Even though it's a short film, Seagal still wins the young lady, which in this case is super creepy, and comes through as the hero. But first, a little context. Back in 2010, someone at CUB, a large alcohol manufacturer in Australia, decided it would be a brilliant idea to have Steven Seagal as part of a major advertising campaign. What's that you say? Why the would anyone think that's a good idea?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Well, the 2 decades prior to that, he had starred in such classics as Under Siege and Under Siege, so he was definitely a big draw card. I mean, just look at the hair. That alone is worth paying to have him here. Basically, CUB ran a competition where the public sent in their idea for a 3-minute movie where Seagal would star as them.
It is the highest honor we know.
The winner was Sheep Impact, written by some Aussie bloke who definitely wears thongs, a wife beater, and probably drinks VB, not Carlton Dry.
Oh, bro, that's racist.
Now, before we dive into what can only be described as the only movie Seagal tries to act in, I would like to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, me. So if you want to support the channel but also dress in clothing that people are constantly looking and smiling at with envy, then check out my range of Sensei Seagal apparel. The hottest ticket for 2023 and beyond, guaranteed to make you irresistible to women half your age and become the greatest martial artist alive.
Yeah, I just, you know...
There's also a Patreon community you can be part of if you feel so inclined, but if you don't want to, I still love you anyway, so don't worry.
We'll always love you.
Please also think about liking and subscribing if you enjoy any of the things you see today. Now on to Seagal's greatest acting achievement.
She asked me to bring her some meat. What do you want me to do? Say no?
You didn't have to lie.
What, are you the only 26-year-old who's never told a lie?
Yes.
So far so good after the opening scene. Seagal playing a 26-year-old hippo and a never lied in his life. Seems like everything's above board so far.
And I myself, you know, have risked my life countless times for the American flag.
There's a bigger point that your small brain is missing.
Oh yeah, the one where we show up empty-handed, ruin her barbecue, and destroy my chances with Sarah Beachwood.
Hang on a minute. Your chances?
Her friend Rachel, man, this all years I've seen the way she looks at you.
She's got a glass eye.
With her good eye.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Violence isn't the answer.
I'm gonna rip your larynx out and hang it from the mirror like an air freshener. I'm gonna take your spleen and build it.
All right, hold on. Time out. Whoa.
I'm not sure how Seagal allowed this to get past him. This is the closest thing to Seagal getting hit in a movie there ever will be.
Why did you let him talk to you that way?
See, now I've got to admit, this part actually made me laugh out loud.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
No, I'm thinking normal human thoughts.
I think it was more to do with the dialogue than Seagal's delivery, but that's probably the only time I've laughed at something Seagal said, as in with him, not at him.
You're being a tool, mate.
Big Papa trying to affect an Aussie accent as he says mate. If I give it a rating out of 10, I'll give him a 5. It's not really the worst, but it's not really the best. You gotta sing it out a bit more. Mate, you're being a tool, mate. Seagal was lucky to have this ginger fella as his co-star to help carry it. That's right, a Hollywood actor being carried by a local actor.
Damn Yankees. Wouldn't even give me a straight answer.
Big Papa is mistakenly accused of trying to kill the sheep when a local wildlife officer arrives.
Back away from the animal.
animal.
That sheep's on National Park land. You fellas are committing a crime.
I have no quarrel with this animal,
Shut your mouth, son.
but I do take exception to your gun.
Oh, yeah?
26-year-old Seagal may not be special ops, but he is telepathic and can communicate with animals.
Sheep. I saved your life. Now help me.
Say hello to my little woolly friend.
Being a Seagal movie, there are obviously perilous stunts that require a body double. Dangerous stunts, like this.
Yes, jogging.
Seagal and Ginger Nuts finally make it to the party, and we're introduced to the hottie of the movie, Sarah. Everything's going well, when all of a sudden...
Hey, what's a knife for?
Oh, technical butcher stuff.
Oh.
That sneaky wildlife officer is trying to cut Seagal's lunch.
I want you dead. Brother Sheep, what's wrong?
I thought killing that sheep was a crime.
Have you seen Sarah B's body?
Not yet.
Have you seen Sarah B's body?
Side note, this is what Seagal would actually look like in a fight without all the Hollywood editing. This footage was not slowed down at all, it's at natural speed. And of course, as expected, she is instantly drawn to Seagal. This wasn't even in the script, but Sarah just couldn't resist Sensei.
See, he thought killing a defenseless animal would impress you.
That's not the kind of thing that impresses me.
What does? Got a lot of money.
Hey, Craig. You know Rachel, right? Hi, Craig.
And magnificently ends with Seagal sporting a cheesy, sleazy grin. I assume in his mind he actually thinks she would be interested in him, without him having to kidnap her.
But there are an awful lot of people who say that that's not true.
Well, there we have it, friends. We just witnessed what I would argue is Sensei Seagal's greatest film masterpiece. Definitely his most diverse role to date. And how do you think he was? Do you think Big Daddy nailed it? Let me know in the comments. We've got a new movie review coming soon, and a fun little Seagal interview I stumbled across. Thank you all for watching. To my OG Seagalians, you know who you are, thank you very much. To all newcomers, if you had a few giggles today, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps tremendously. Check out the description for links to Seagal merch and Patreon and Twitter. In the meantime, why not watch a video about how Seagal is the greatest martial artist that ever lived, or one about his musical prowess. Peace, legends.